Hello, today we are solving Jan 2025 paper, Unit 2, question number 5. Okay, Part B. Evaluate the statement made by the Research and Development Director. The Research and Development Director of HK Coolers PLC states that he prefers financial statements to be drawn up using only marginal costing. He does not think it is necessary to also show the financial statements using absorption costing. Evaluate this statement made by the Research and Development Director. So let's look at the advantages of having absorption costing and the disadvantages of absorption costing. And then let's also discuss marginal costing and disadvantages of having the marginal costing, and finally give the conclusion. Here we can see the advantages of absorption costing is that it sees costs are allocated to the products. Every cost, even the fixed cost, variable cost, they're all allocated to the products. This is useful for HK Coolers PLC's management when they are fixing prices, when they are going to fix the selling price. So reviewing if a product or a project has been profitable in the long term. So, and also absorption costing, it is also recommended by IAS 2. So it needs to be used when preparing the external financial statement. Absorption costing also follows the matching concept, that in which HK Coolers PLC, it is going to match all the costs with the revenue earned for a particular product. So even the fixed cost, variable cost, and semi-variables and semi-fixed cost, everything is has been okay, it is accounted as as regard with the revenue earned. Okay, the costs are associated, match the cost with the revenue. The disadvantages of absorption costing is that all costs are not allocated to the time period in which they incurred. For example, it may be argued that the profit for HK Coolers PLC for the time period is not accurate, as external accounts are drawn up on the basis of time period. This is because all fixed costs, okay, are not deducted from the revenue unless all the company's manufactured products are sold. We assume everything is sold and every cost has been associated, matched perfectly with the revenue, when it will not be so the case, because some of the products might not be sold, or the fixed cost would have been spread more than a year. Okay, so it is not accurate. Okay, it's going not say correct. Okay, it does not follow the prudence concept. HK Coolers PLC's closing inventory will become overstated, and therefore profit will also be overstated. So maybe because, okay, the closing inventory also has costs, okay, which is going to include all the fixed cost also, so which might overstate the closing inventory value, and therefore the profit will get overstated. And also it is time consuming and complex to work out. This is because when calculating the value of closing inventory, all costs have to be included in the valuation. Okay, you are going to include, because we had done in the previous one. So in the closing inventory, you will include both the variable cost and the fixed cost. So it is complex and time consuming, and you are going to include. Okay, advantages of marginal costing is it helps in decision making in the short term. For example, HK Coolers may be deciding whether to accept an offer price given, also to decide whether to make or discontinue a product or a profit center. This is a short term decision. Marginal costing is going to help, and this would be useful for internal use only. Okay, marginal costing will see that costs are allocated to a time period. Therefore, it may be argued that profit shown by the HK PLC in that time period using marginal costing can become more accurate. Marginal costing also follows the prudence concept, as it shows lower figures of the closing inventory. It does not include the fixed costs, and therefore a lower figure for the profit. When you're calculating the closing inventory, okay, here we are not including, okay, for the marginal costing method, we are not including any fixed costs. So, okay, it is just the closing inventory doesn't include the fixed cost, it just includes a variable rate, whereas for the absorption costing, you are including both the fixed and the variable costs, okay, are included. So overstating of the closing inventory and hence the profit, whereas here the profits are not overstated. But however, the disadvantages is it's not recommended by IAS 2, and also it is, if it is used to prepare financial statement for HK Coolers PLC, it is argued that it will not give a true and fair value, or be signed off by the auditors, because not all costs are allocated to the products. The fixed costs are not allocated. So this would mean that this method is not suitable for fixing prices, okay, and accepting possible orders, etc. in the long run. In the long run, we are not supposed to use marginal costing. It only helps in the short term decision making. In conclusion, both methods have their advantages, and so it is worthwhile drawing up accounts on both the methods. You have to prepare both of them. Marginal costing also has some disadvantages, so it should not be used alone. Okay, it is not just cannot be used alone, both has to be prepared. And absorption costing